Welcome to the West Orange Community House and Boys and Girls Club training on our policy on bullying and harassment. The West Orange Community House and Boys and Girls Club is committed to providing all members and employees with the right to a safe, positive, and civil environment free from harassment and bullying. The organization recognizes that bullying and harassment create an atmosphere of fear and intimidation. It detracts from the safe environment necessary for the child's growth and may lead to some more serious violence. Therefore, it shall be the policy of the organization to maintain an environment in which bullying and harassment in any form is neither tolerated nor permitted. The organization recognizes that some conduct that qualifies as bullying may also trigger responsibilities under the law. Peer harassment on basis of race, color, national origin, ethnicity, gender, age, disability, sexual orientation, or religion is specifically prohibited. Bullying means an intentional electronic, written, verbal, or physical act or series of acts directed at other children, which occurs in any of our programs that is severe, persistent, or pervasive and has the intent or effect of: number one, creating an intimidating or hostile environment that substantially interferes with the child's well-being. Number two, physically, emotionally, or mentally harming a child. Or number three, placing a child in reasonable fear of physical or emotional harm. Number four, placing a child in reasonable fear of damage or loss of personal property. Bullying, as defined in this policy, includes cyberbullying. Harassment shall consist of verbal, written, graphic, or physical conduct relating to an individual's race, color, national origin, gender, age, disability, sexual orientation, or religion, and, number one, is sufficiently severe, persistent, or pervasive that it affects the individual's ability to participate in or benefit from the program or activity and creates a threatening or abusive environment. Number two, has the purpose or effect of substantially or unreasonably interfering with the child's development. And finally, number three, otherwise adversely affects the individual. And finally, we're going to talk about sexual harassment. Sexual harassment shall consist of unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, and other inappropriate verbal, written, graphic, or physical contact of a sexual nature. Examples of conduct that may constitute sexual harassment include, but are not limited to, sexual flirtations, advances, touching or propositions, verbal abuse of a sexual nature, graphic or suggestive comments about an individual's dress or body, sexually degrading words to describe an individual, jokes, pin-ups, calendars, objects, graffiti, vulgar statements, abusive language, innuendos, references to sexual activities, overt sexual conduct, or any conduct that has the effect of unreasonably interfering with a child's ability to learn and grow, or which creates an intimidating, hostile, or offensive environment. The organization prohibits all forms of bullying and harassment of members by all other members, volunteers, staff members, and third parties. The organization encourages all members who have been bullied to promptly report such incidents to designated staff. Complaints of bullying and/or harassment shall be investigated promptly, and corrective action shall be taken when allegations are substantiated. Confidentiality of all parties shall be maintained, consists with the organization's investigative obligations. No reprisal or retaliation shall occur as a result of good faith reports of bullying or harassment. The organization shall receive its bullying and harassment policies periodically and make any revisions that it deems necessary to strengthen these policies. For more information about bullying, you can go to www.bullying.org. I would also suggest that you talk to your site supervisor and or your program supervisor to come up with a plan to take the necessary measures to prevent bullying from happening in your site.